Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time you're watching this. In the middle of all of my moving and organising, I am at the River of Dreams quilt exhibition at the Limerick School of Art and Design. So I'm really excited about showing you the local quilt talent. The old Magdalen Laundry, actually. It's an old convent called the Good Shepherd Convent, and it has been turned into the Art College, the Limerick School of Art and Design, which is super fancy and wonderful. It has actually quite an amazing name for fashion and painting and printmaking. It also has a new, I think it's animation degree, and it also has knitting. I think it's kind of fashion technology, so they show you how to actually create stuff. There's also fashion design, which would be kind of high art and runway fashion, things like that. Here we are. Oh wow, they are incredible. Oh, hey, how are you? Lead the dragon, Olena. Oh. They're just amazing. I'm in love with that pink one. Look at it. Oh yes, that is tasty. Gorgeous. This is appliqué on top. Very nice. This is by Tineke Newton. Foundation placed, hand played, and appliqued. Inspired by Bella Bella. Oh, stunning. I love this autumn one as well. This one's up for a raffle. What? Oh my gosh. I wonder how much money I have. So this is the old chapel. It's an incredible exhibition space. Look at this one, it's kimonos. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Just look at the amazing stitching over that. That is stunning. Gorgeous. This is by Olena as well. I'm seeing a pattern here. I know which ones I like, don't I? Oh, that's so nice. Very nice. Oh, I love these high contrast ones. Aren't they lovely? Little house in the middle. Oh my god. My heart just exploded in my chest. Look at this one. Wow. Oh my god. That is amazing. That is by Maeve Newton. I recognize that name. Oh, I'm sorry, I touched the quilt. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Must be a sister, something, daughter, mother, team. I love these black and white threads. Oh, this fabric is so nice. How did that? Oh, I see. So they've got squares and they've cut out that colour. Nice, nice, nice. this monochrome one. It's particularly gorgeous. Reminds me of like some sort of circuitry. I like it. Oh, I like that one too. Very nice. Wow, look at those colours. Oh, that one as well. That one is so bright. Hello, my favorite colors. So nice to meet you. How are you doing today? Oh, they're lovely. Wow. Oh, this is another thing I need to get into, isn't it? Isn't it? It's very annoying. This one was machine pieced and hand quilted. Because you can see the hand stitching. Very nice. This girl I used to work with, they used to quilt, and they were incredible. I can't figure out how this is done. Nope, no idea. That was so good. I was talking to some of the ladies there at the end, and they were saying, oh, if you start quilting now, you'll have no money, and I believe them. I can't find my sewing machine. I think it's up in the attic. I know there are several billion sewing machines in my house, but I think my one is in the attic. Anyway, I can't take out anything anyway because we need to get the place painted. So that's going to be a whole other kettle of fish, but it's going to be fine. So goodbye art college for now, and we'll see you back in the studio. Good morning, my lovely people. I mean, you're not mine, you're your own. You can be whoever you want to be. But if you're watching this podcast, thank you so much. This is the Babbles Travelling Yarns podcast. I'm your host, Grace. I'm known as Vanna Willamille on Instagram and Ravelry and Periscope, although I'm never on there anymore. But that's okay. I do a lot of live Instagram stuff instead now, just because I find it easier and you get less creepy creeps. So I have moved into my new apartment house thing. It's amazing. We still need to do a lot of painting. This dark red wall is going. There's a lot of just kind of marks on the walls from a family that lived here for like 7 years. Do you know, with kids, and so yeah, the whole place needs to be repainted and the carpet needs to be redone. So I haven't set up my craft room as yet. However, I have claimed this corner of the sitting room as my corner, which is nice. And the light is okay. All right, light, play ball. Okay. So I've got a beautiful lamp here. I'll just show you actually. This little copper lamp that hangs over. And this seat is normally in that corner. And the TV's just over there, and my Chromecast is all set up so I can just watch podcasts when I have like time to do that. So that's really nice. My knitting mojo has been, I think most people, because it's summer, I don't know, their knitting mojo has just not been there. I have been knitting when I'm in the car or when I'm doing other stuff, but I think my battle with the Waterlily Tee, which I haven't touched it. I got this far up in the lace, and then the lace repeat was not in the middle, you know, so you know, the center point which I want to start the V-neck from it's not in the middle, so I have to rip it back out again. So it's in the naughty corner. So yeah, I have to go back and somehow work out the maths and the pattern and everything myself, because that's apparently what the pattern is asking you to do. That's why I bought the magazine, and why I bought the pattern is to tell me how to make the thing. Instead I have to figure that out myself. I don't know, whatever. All my numbers are right. The pattern is just offset by like 4 stitches, and if it was 7 stitches it would be in the center, and if it was like 1 or 2 stitches I could fudge it, but it's 4 stitches, so it's right in the center of this kind of in-betweeny, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can show you and that will make sense. So I've done so much on it. I know I'm going to finish it eventually. I'm just cross with it. I'm just cross. So oh, it's all wrinkled now because it's been in the bag. But I'm knitting it out of a beautiful yarn. It's a bamboo, 80% bamboo, 20% merino wool blend from Morrison Sons. It's the Paddington thingy, Paddington type of yarn, and it is the Piper colourway. And it's this lovely minty green. And I did a provisional cast on, which I actually spent a long time reading over the comments on Ravelry on it, and most people have done the provisional cast on or something, a different cast on, because the 4 little row of garter just flips up. Like, that's silly too. Anyway, and there have been a lot of talk about the neckline being too baggy, so instead of doing a knit 2 together you do a knit 3 together, and I haven't even got to that stage, so that's fine. I have knit the back piece, which I'm happy with. A few little fudges, but that's fine, it doesn't really make a difference. And this front piece. So, front piece is fine. Now, these are the middle 2 sections here, and the center stitches here, like this. So if I start, like if it was here, that would make a really nice V, or if it was here, it would make a really nice V. But no, it's here, right in the center. Like, it's just gonna look super crappy, and it's right in the front, right there, cross. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to rip all of this out and just offset the pattern by like 4 stitches. In which case I'm gonna have to remember how I did the pattern to start, and it's been sitting in my corner for about a week and I can't remember. But I'm sure if I get going on it again, it'll be fine. I'm just angry with it. It's just because I had to rip out the body 3 times because I didn't like that thingy, so I had to start again and do the provisional cast on. And then I had to start the lace 3 times on the back because I'm not a very good lace knitter. The Latvian braid was probably the easiest part in this whole thing. It was super easy, and it turned out lovely, and it's making and the lace is making it do this lovely little ripple thing. But I don't know whether it's just my size that it wasn't tested on or what. I don't know. And I'm feeling if I just got it, and if I just said, feck it, I'll just move over here and do the increases there, but one of the sleeves is going to be longer than the, you know, one of the sleeves is going to be off. So cross. So angry. Although something I really do like is this little sleeve kind of ribby thing that they've done. It just doesn't curl in, it just sits there. That makes me happy, actually. Very nice, well done. Yeah, and I'm looking at the, because you have to start the lace and you kind of have to fudge it, you know? And I'm just looking at all of the comments on Ravelry, and they don't seem to have this problem. They don't seem to have this issue with the center. But I mean, some people have found it difficult to start it off, but maybe that's what they mean. That's the kind of problem that they had. Most people have the problem with the back of the neck, the back neck. I know Laura, hi Laura, from Bad Anna's, she has been having trouble, same kind of trouble as well, but I think she's figured it out. Did you have to rip it back, Laura? Or did it just not start, or was it kind of just decreasing at the same and kind of counting to make sure you had the same on either side as it was kind of decreasing out? Just not sure, man. Anyway, that's what's happening with my water lily, and it's just stopped me from casting on anything new because I want to finish it, because I don't want I don't want too many projects on the needles, and I'm dying to cast on new things, but I feel like I need to finish this first, and I feel paralyzed, and that's why I haven't been knitting. Screw you. It's going to be so beautiful. I want the final thing, so I just have to bite the bullet, rip that lace out, and just offset by 4 stitches on the lace and then carry on. But you could have told me that in the pattern, or maybe I just can't read the pattern, but the pattern is kind of like 3 different pages. You've got the chart on one page, you've got the like how the whole thing is constructed on another, and then you've got the written chart instructions. So you kind of have to like check off everything, like all 3 pages. So you have to literally be sitting there and doing nothing else, and that's not how I knit. So maybe it's just for more advanced knitters or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good enough to figure it out myself before I make all the mistakes and then head off and do something else. I don't know. It will be fine once I use my brain muscles. I don't have time for that. I'm not very smart when it comes to you know, I just want to enjoy it. I want it to be like simple, but nothing worth having in this life is easy. You have to be able to work for it. Isn't that true? Zen, or as Joanna says, namaste. Joanna from Stitching the High Notes. You did it. Anyway, something I have been working on a lot. And I'm probably almost finished these actually. I'm just kind of, oh crap. Peep! I obviously decided to start a row on this morning, and I'm 6 stitches in. Put it down to have something else. So that's what these socks are. These socks are the Afterthought heel socks. I am kind of making it up as I go along. I just cast on the number of stitches that I know fit my boyfriend's foot, and just kept going and just didn't put in a heel. So I'm going to go back, cut the yarn, and put in an Afterthought heel. I haven't put any waste yarn in or anything because we were trying to discuss where the heel should be when I put it on his foot, and I'm sure it'll all work out. It'll all be fine. But I'm using the West Yorkshire Spinners colourway in the owl colourway. It's one of their birds collection, British birds collection. And it's so nice. And the tips of the toes are just a plain white. I don't even know, but it is a West Yorkshire Spinners yarn as well. I'm not even sure what type of, what the colourway is, but it's just their like creamy white colourway, just to match the little blips of white in there, and they look really nice. I don't think I'm going to do the heel in the white because I feel kind of regret doing the toe in the white because it's a boy sock. Actually, it's just a sock, and white toes, I don't know, it's just going to turn a bit mank, I think. But the cuffs I'm going to do white, I think. So that'll be pretty. I'm using my ChiaoGoo mini twist laces. And yeah, I have this much of the ball left over, and I still need to do the heel and stuff. But there's plenty there. I think I'm gonna, well, maybe there's not plenty there. There's that much left. I should probably stop soon. I'm gonna try them on James' feet when he gets home today, and see how he gets on with that. So they're quite long. They're just my round and round and round in work knitting or in the car knitting or something, you know, like that. It's quite easy, quite simple. And I'm doing 2 at a time because why not? So they're folding quite nicely, and if I add a heel on, they might be able to fit him now. Every time I put these socks on him, I was like, oh my gosh, they're totally gonna be ready. And they end up looking like ankle socks, and I'm like, anyway, it's gonna be fine. So that's just my sanity knitting. also been doing, I picked up my Cozy Memories blanket because I wanted something different, but I didn't want to cast on a new jumper, and I didn't want to, you know, do anything big because Waterlily is kind of demanding my attention and I'm kind of ignoring him, her, it, whatever. But I've picked up my Cozy Memories blanket. So it's about this big. I'm showing you the back. It's about this big. And I'm kind of going by color fades. You know, if I see a color I'm just seeing if I can do a little bit of, I don't know, fading. And I don't know if it'll work out. I don't know if it'll make sense, but it's fine. I don't really care. It's like a patchworky blanket, so I'm just gonna keep going. Here, I might just try and pick up a color, because I picked up the orange from this and the green from this, and I found this yarn. And there is a little bit of green, but you can't really see it. I don't know where these new colors are. I'm not gonna go through them because I think the only one I know is this is the Arnie and Carlos Summer Night colorway, and this is an owl colorway that I got, or a colorway that I got down in Spotlight in Australia. This is Hedgehog Fibers. This is the Bakery Bears yarn in the Azim's Dream. These two, this one and this one, are the same ball as Super Bad Bamboo, but it's a really long fade, so that's nice. And this is, I think, Richard DeVries yarns. This is my favorite, it's so pretty. And I got two balls, and I don't know if I got them separately or the same person sent two little balls, and I ran out and I just tied a knot, so I'm just going to weave that in, but it's just too pretty not to put in. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I really like this one too. It's really nice. I don't know what it is. Feels a bit like Hedgehog Fibers, and it had already been knit, so I'm thinking maybe it came from a sock blank or something. And I got them from France, and that's nice. And I'm knitting them using a fixed 3mm ChiaoGoo. And I'm doing a central double decrease, which is where you slip two together, knit that stitch, and then pass those slip stitches over, and then on the back, on the row back, on the knit row back, I just purl that center stitch, and you get this nice little central pretty one row, which is so nice. Took me ages to get that as well, because it's all trial and error. And I have them in a beautiful bag sent to me by Carmen. And in my bed is alpaca. Alpaca that I got from the La Bien Aimée stand in Edinburgh Yarn Festival. So cute. This badge I think I got from the beer festival in Tasmania. This is my I Love the NHS badge, because I do. Don't ruin it, everybody. This is my Mora badge from Rizzolian Isles. I'm Mora, obviously. And my friend is Rizzles. And this is my Hogwarts badge from the 9 3/4 shop in London, and a really beautiful pussycat hat badge that was knit by a girl in Woolen in Brooklyn, the shop in New York. In Brooklyn, New York. So it's a little memories. Anyway, so what else have I been doing? That's it. Those two projects have all that I've been working on, and I've been angrily glaring at the Waterlily. My old man face. I have been doing, however, some dyeing and some spinning, which you can see behind me. I'll talk about the dyeing first. So it was my birthday back in May, and I got some amazing gifts of sweater patterns, and one of them was the Nugget pattern by Justine Malkowska. I think I spoke about it previously, and I'm not sure if I showed you this yarn already. Oh well, I'll show it to you again. It's so pretty. I'm very proud of myself. So I bought some bare yarn from Wolfinch Studios in County Clare, in Scariff. Actually, I don't know if that's County Clare. Anyway, she's in Ireland. Wolfinch Studios. She supplies a huge amount of stuff going on, and she's a really, really beautiful natural dyeing as well, and she does some like resist natural dyeing, which comes out kind of speckly. Oh, it's lovely. Anyway, I got some wool and ramie fibre, which is wool and nettle, the fibre you get from nettles, and it's beautiful. It's so soft, and it has this kind of effect of not taking up the dye completely. So the wool takes up the protein dye, because I'm using acid dyes for protein fibres, but the nettle fibre doesn't really take it up, so you get this slightly heathered look. It's really pretty, but you don't see it that much in the dye that I've used. So I'm going to use I've dyed this specifically. I was looking for this specific colour, and it kind of reminds me of colours that you'd get with Eden Cottage Yarns yarn. But I didn't want to spend that much, so I thought I'd give it a go myself. And all of my testing with my rainbow yarns, which I'm sure I showed you, I definitely did show you last week, but I dyed up this. Is anyone shocked about this colour? But it's a really pale green, a really pale green, and it's going to look so pretty and delicate on the Nugget sweater, which is a really pretty sweater. It has a lace kind of stripe panels down the center, and then a really gentle kind of flat cable arrow, kind of descending arrow down the center. Really beautiful. So I really like it. I was looking online because I had a birthday at Etsy voucher, and I was looking to buy a sweater's quantity of hand-dyed yarn from Etsy, and I couldn't find enough of any colours that I liked, so I decided to go on to Wolfin Studio, and she sells spare yarn, and I did it myself, and I'm really proud of myself, and they all look pretty similar. So I was talking to Brownberry Chronicles, Mars from Brownberry Chronicles, who is with Maria of the Ninja Chickens podcast. I'm so jealous. I wish I was there with you ladies. And we were talking about how to try and dye 5 skeins, like all in the same colour. And she was saying to put it in, put all the yarn in, put all the water in, and then drop the colour in, move the yarn to the side, drop the colour in, and then move it into it. And I don't think I had a big enough pot, so I did that. I put quite a lot of dye in, and it just it was packed, because I think my pot was too packed. So what I did instead is I knew exactly how much I needed, and I dyed them individually. I over dyed them individually, and it worked out really well. It's all about learning, isn't it? I just love learning how to do things, and I'm so proud of myself. So I'm going to alternate these, even though, no, maybe I won't. I don't know. You really can't tell when they're in the skeins, can you? You really can't. I'm really interested to see how this is going to knit up, but I have to finish the freaking Waterlily first. I'm getting so angry. So I did a bit more buying when I was around my birthday time. Actually, this was last week, but don't tell anybody, okay? I saw on Instagram this amazing, no, who told me about it? Someone on one of the VKNs that I host on Tuesdays, Saturdays and Sundays. PM me on Instagram or on this if you want to get in on that business. I just need your email address, and I just add you to the list, and I send out an email an hour before each VKN. I also let people know about the VKNs on Instagram, but unfortunately Instagram is doing this weird thing where it doesn't want to tell people chronologically what's going on. So if you really want to get in on the VKNs, I do them at the same time every week. I do them on Tuesday nights at 8 PM UK time, which is GMT +1 at the moment because we're in daylight savings, and Saturday at the same time, 8 PM in the evening, and on Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock in the morning. If you are on the mailing list, or if you want to go onto one of those, go onto my Instagram profile, and there's a link there which takes you directly to the meeting room. You can go in, but if nobody's there, I think it shuts off after 45 minutes. But if there's somebody else there, you can take a link to them. But normally I have those set times where everyone kind of comes together and knows that I'll be there for at least an hour or two, and we can have a really nice chats. But if you do want to be notified on Instagram, you'll have to turn on notifications for my posts. I don't just post about them, so it might be a little bit annoying if I'm doing something super fun and I want everybody to know. I'm thinking about, actually tell me if this is a good idea. I'm thinking about just opening a VKN knitting Instagram account, and you can just turn on notifications for that, and that will just be what that is. Do you think that would be a good idea? I'm trying to think about ways to make it easier for people to kind of get reminded, you know, and not miss them, especially because Instagram's just being stupid. Stupid. I'm ranty today, aren't I? Rantalicious. Okay. I don't know why I'm moving around so much. I'm sorry. I'm kind of uncomfortable. I don't know why. I think it's such a busy week. What was I talking about? Somebody was talking about, oh, yes. New. Was it you? New Sherman. I think it was. Hutch and I on. I think she was talking about River Knits UK. We were talking about some really, really nice yarn dyers in the UK, and there was this one which was the Starry Night colourway, and I'd just been stalking it for like a couple of weeks, and then suddenly I saw her post about it on Instagram, and then I was like, oh my god, look at this. And I posted about it on Instagram as well, because I was like, everybody else, look at this, it's so pretty. And then she was like, hey, I'm dyeing up some more. I was like, oh no. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, look at this. Oh, isn't that just so perfect? Did I show this before? I can't remember. Showing it to you again. It's too beautiful. Do you know what? I think because I'm used to showing people on the VKN what I've bought and what I've got and what I'm making, I find it difficult to remember what I've shown on the podcast. Anyway, it's, oh, look at this big it's like it's resist dyed or something. Oh, it's so stunning. Oh, so it's River Knits, a BFL 4-ply in the Starry Night colourway. 100 grams, 400 meters, hand-dyed superwash blue phase Leicester. And I'm gonna make something, I don't know what. Maybe maybe a shawl. I had to get 2 because then it would be enough for something big and special and wonderful. Because during my childhood, you know, sometimes you have songs in your childhood that just stick with you through your whole life. Starry Night was one of those songs, and I remember there was a National Geographic spread on Vincent van Gogh, and I did a school project on it, and it's just so special. You know that song, Starry, Starry Night, paint your palette blue and grey, like upon a summer's day, blah 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 blah. I don't remember the rest of it. Anyway, oh, I don't love it so much. Thank you so much, River Knits. She dyes her yarn from a boat, like a houseboat on a canal in England. I can't stop looking at it. I cannot stop looking at it. Put it away, Grace. Put it away. Okay, great. I also got an amazing parcel from a beautiful friend of mine. Louise, you're wonderful. She made me a bag. and it's huge. Like huge, like this bag huge. But it's twice as big because she folded it in half. Ah! I just, no, she folded it even more in half. Oh my God, I didn't see that stitch marker, Louise. Look at it, it's so big. I could wear it as a hat. I have worn it as a hat. And look, it's got little sushi rolls on it. And panda faces. Panda faces. Oh, I am in love with this bag. This bag is amazing. You know, this bag would actually be amazing for carrying my spinning stuff. It would be that big. Or like a gigantic Aran sweater, which I keep on saying that I want to make, and I will, I promise. Oh, look at the little sheepies inside. I've just moved, so I was trying to find all these amazing things, and I've just forgotten what I've... Oh yeah! She gave me... Oh my gosh. Oh my God, how did I forget about this? This is all Circus Tanning handmade. Hi, Hannah. She gave me this beautiful... Oh, look at this purple and this pink. This is blue bonnet and the fireworks sparkle sock. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's gone crazy. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, it's so lovely. Can you see the sparkle? I don't know if you can or not. Come on, sparkle. Well, the sun's gone in, I think. Oh, it's so nice. Thank you, Louise. I can't wait to get all my yarn out on display. But we've got to paint and organize and all that stuff first. So, she gave me stuff, other stuff. Oh, look, the little erasers. They're sushi erasers because she just got back from Japan. It's amazing. How have I not eaten these already? Oh my gosh. I love moving. You just find all this stuff. This is my favorite one. It's a wombat. Furry friends. Anyone who was on the VKNs kind of earlier on in the year will know that wombats and their square poos have been a major feature of our talks and chats. Look it up. Wombats do square poos. And there's like an evolutional reason as well. Evolutional? I suppose that's a word. And these are like the Australian version of Freddos, I think. They're koalas, caramel koalas. So cute, Caramello koala. So cute. Ooh. Thank you, Louise. You're so sweet. Oh, this bag is so big. This bag is so big. Look, I could get in it. Woo. My mum was super impressed, by the way. My mum was like, look at the stitching. Look how amazing it is. And she's right. Oh, I love it. It's super squidgy and padded and nice. Oh, and there's a little stitch marker. It's got a little... Oh, a little dragonfly. Oh. Sorry, I had to show that because it's so special. I also got two amazing pins from Deanna of the Day Designs, and I can't find them. They're safe somewhere, Deanna, but they're amazing. They're so cute. I know I put them somewhere. They're in a bag and they're in that room and I couldn't find it. I'm so sorry. But they're so cute. I will show them the second I find them again. Moving is mad, y'all. Especially when I didn't really have anywhere to put things before, so everything's kind of just in lots of bags, and I have now 50 billion bags and boxes and anyway. Get in. Keep it safe. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. So let's get on to spinning, shall we? These are my pajamas. I dressed the upper half. The pajamas are just going to stay. It's Saturday. That's what's going to happen. So I have been spinning up a storm in lieu of not knitting. And can you see my little traveller here? My little Rosie? My little Rosie traveller with spinning wheel over here. I love her so much. Thanks, Jocelyn. I found my first ever spinning, like my own wool and everything. And this is what I got. And I pulled it out and it was kind of, it felt, because it's still quite oily, you see. So it had kind of stuck to each other because it had been shipped from Australia and everything. So I kind of had to bang it around a little bit, and I'm gonna have to wash it a lot, I think. But this is merino, superfine merino, that I received as a present. And I received it as a present in the fleece form. So I had to card it, wash it, all that sort of jazz. And this is the first spinning that I did. And it's just so interesting seeing it. I think this is the spun, the hand spun. Oh crap, there's a whole hair in there and it's like reeled right all the way in. I think it's mostly spindle spun and then I plied it together on the wheel. Or I spindle spun one portion and then one half, and then I wheel spun the second half and then I plied them together on the wheel. I can't remember, it's so long ago. But it's still got like vegetable matter and everything in it. It's just fascinating seeing. I don't know if I've changed that much. I don't know if it's, anyway. So this is kind of the fleece with the grease still in. You know, it's not very fluffy. You can still kind of see, it feels a little sticky. So the second thing I spun properly into a big ball was this commercially prepared merino top, and oh, it looks it's a lot deeper teal in real life. That's probably right. And this is just such a beautiful color, and you can see it's much easier, it's much more fluffy, feels cleaner, feels bouncy, smells nicer. And I like these two together. I feel like once this is washed up, this might be nice. And I was thinking about these because of this. And I showed you this in the two bobbins, and I decided I would ply them together. And I had separated out the braid. The braid was a dip dyed braid. And so I separated the braid and spun them separately, and it worked out so well. So I spun them together. So this is a beautiful gradient braid. It's rambouillet fibre from Irish Fairy Tale Yarns. Excuse me. And I can't wait to start making something with this, but I want to make like a big shawl or something, you know. A nice cowl would be nice too, actually, a nice chunky cowl. I'm not sure how to class this. I'm not sure even if I've measured it properly. I haven't even counted it, but I think I want something that I'll knit until I stop knitting it, and that's it, you know? So maybe a cowl would be nice, because you just knit it up and then you stop when you're finished. You stop when you run out of yarn, because I want to use every single bit of this beautiful yarn. It's so pretty and so soft, so squishy. Every time I pass it I go squish squish. This is a new design I'm working on. It's the old Irish lady, or some Belarusian bride, you know. So, but I was thinking, well, these are kind of similar colors, you know? So maybe, I don't know, I could make a big shawl out of all these colors. And that could be like my spinning journey, you know, spinning the first thing and then spinning commercial, and then this commercially but hand dyed top, and the one I'm most proud of, and a big gradient and everything. I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to let my yarn sit and not be knit, you know. So I was on the spinning bug, and once I got the gradient off my wheel, I was like, I need to do more of this. So I had been spinning the black Where is it? I had been spinning the black version of those sheep, those kind of browny versions of that white one, you know. But I had been having, I was just a bit bored of just brushing out each individual lock and then spinning from that, because you didn't get into your rhythm, you know, and you just didn't do enough. And I was like, whatever. So I decided to go back in and have a look at the stuff that I'd bought in Australia. And I bought a lot of fibre at the Fibre Fest in Singleton in the springtime in thingy-majigger in New South Wales. So the first one I got out was this stunning load of roving. It's alpaca, and this is Adagio Mills in the chocolate indulgence colourway, and I believe it's natural, and it is so soft. Oh my goodness. So I just love all these caramels, and just look at it. It just feels like a waterfall of chocolate. It's like my hair. I love it. I love it so much. And then just in the next booth, I got something from Felt Fine. It's Felt Fine. And this is a blend of, oh my God, every time I touch it, I just fall in love with it all over again. This is a blend of camel, yak, silk, and some other stuff. I actually don't know. There was so many things in this, but it's amazing. The fibre itself had all this silk woven through it, and it was just blissful. So it's blended into this really beautiful kind of a heathered skein, and it's so gorgeous. And how nice will these be together, right? So yeah, this is going to be like a really cozy, simple square or triangular shawl. Yeah, and it's going to be a case of it finishes when it finishes as well. I'm just going to have a look and hope that I have enough to finish it off. That's the only thing. So pretty. I might put in like a few eyelets and a bit of lace up the top just to kind of make it go farther, you know, and get a big squishy warm shawl for the winter. So this one feels softer and warmer in my hand. This one feels slightly cooler and less, it's still very soft, but it's less, not as soft as this. And like weight wise they're the same because they were 100 grams each, and it's just so pretty. I love this kind of the way it purples in there. So these are all not dyed at all, they're all just natural blends of different things. What if I just wear them like this and be proud of myself? So nice. So, right, let's talk about Tour de Fleece. Guess who's joined the Irish Guild of Hand Weavers, Spinners and Dyers, or Dyers and Spinners, or one or the other. Me, it's me. Well, I've actually not joined technically yet because I'm a bit short of money, so I haven't paid the fee, but I have joined in the team for Tour de Fleece. I will pay, I promise. I just I have to move, and I've been buying yarn, and you know. So I finally got to kick up the arse. Tour de Fleece is going to be my kick up the arse for actually getting on with this brown fleece that I've been talking about for almost a year now. I'd say definitely a year. Anyway, so I have, where's my, oh, it's back there. I've got 2 bobbins on the go, and one of them is full and one of them is half full. And I just stopped because I was brushing them out individually and spinning them, but like I said, it was really hard to get a kind of a flow going. So I decided, let's get these bad boys out again. Hand carders. So these are especially designed to make rolags. And what are rolags, I hear you ask? I have this big bag and it is this full of rolags because that's all I've been doing recently in the past 3 days, is making these little fuzzy fluzzes. They're so fuzzy. And I'll show you how I make them, shall I? Let's do a little demo. Okay. So, I'll just do something really simple. So I've separated out the flocks from the bag again for the 60 billionth time. Sometimes when they're washed or packed in against each other, they kind of stick, so you just have to kind of pull them apart a little bit. And then I get one of these hand carders. These are Ashford hand carders, you can see from there. I'm itching my eye. And what I do is I put them on the bottom there. I kind of have to put it down on my leg. And I kind of attach it there, just like that. Just have it hanging off. And I literally just put it along the bottom edge, because it has to brush off anyway. If I find that one of the ends is a bit felted, I kind of brush it on, just to kind of get that off a little bit easier. Hang on, put it down, I use 2 hands. Comme ça, comme ça. And ooh, so I get the other side, and I have them there, like that, and then I kind of just get the edge there, and just like gently pull it off. Until it's all off that side and it's on this side. And then you just do the same thing again. I like to roll it. I kind of roll it so it catches the underside and then kind of pulls off. Get off. You do it kind of fast if you need to. We're getting there. So, get that a little bit off. So that would kind of, I don't tend to do too much on merino because it kind of rolls into balls and then just felts. But on other fibers such as like Leicester, long wool, or BFL, I'd say you'd be well able to keep going with that and make it super, super fluffy cloud. But this is enough for the merino, for me anyway. I've noticed that if you tend to go at it, it just, yeah, you can overcard merino because it's so fine. And it's still a little bit sticky, so I just pulled that off. I didn't even show you, I'm sorry. I just pulled it off. I'll do another one so you can see. Oh, Grace, you're bad at this. Here's one I prepared earlier. So I'm just gonna turn it down so you can see on my lap. So I balance it just here, and I kind of grab the fluff and I pull it up and I turn it in just with my hands, and then I pull it off. Just stick it in a bit closer, sorry. Bring it down a little bit so you can see. Ugh. Take out the vegetable matter if you can. I have a special place I put it, it's called the ground. I sweep it up after. You kind of just pull it back off of the little pegs, the little teeth. And I just kind of roll it just once or twice, just to kind of make it tidy. Let me pull that back up. Yeah. It's a little roll-lag, and it goes in my bag. So, as you can see, the teeth are pointing backwards, so you can pull off from this side and it kind of comes up, so that's quite handy. Ta-da! And they get a little bit left over, but that's fine, you can just clean it off with the scissors. So that's what I've been doing. I am prepping for Tour de Fleece. Tomorrow, what I'm going to be doing is going out to a festival in Killaloe to the Brian Boru Festival, it's called. And we're doing demonstrations. Myself and my friend Liz are going to be doing demonstrations of spinning and carding and stuff. So I'm going to be carding some of my rolags there just to show them how to prepare it. And then I'll spin it, or Liz will spin it, or whatever. If she can spin it, that'd be great. No, she's got her, I think she's got some Blarney Woolen Mills wool that she's in the middle of doing. What am I wearing? I forgot to talk about what I'm wearing. That's terrible. I'm wearing my modified featherweight. Yes, featherweight cardigan. It's made of Manastel Uruguay and Manastel Uruguay Marina, which is a single lace weight yarn in the wasabi and petrol colourway. I talk about it every podcast because I wear it all the time because I love it so much. And I variegated the stripes down so you can see that. Pretty. Took forever, very long, very nice. I love it. It is the end of the Wonders of the World, Cal. It is the 30th. Oh no, it's the 1st of July, and I can't believe it. We travelled all around the world. It was amazing. I loved it, and I want to thank everybody who participated. You really made it really special and wonderful. Thank you so much. I had a great time hosting it back in January, and I've had a great time following all the other podcasters as they posted theirs as well, and seeing all the finished objects and all of the progress that went on. I really feel like it would be lovely to do it again next year. But we'll see how we go, because everyone's got like busy lives and things, so we'll see. But I just wanted to say thank you so much, and I'm going to be pulling for a winner of one prize that nobody picked up in my one, which is this beautiful skein of Circus Tonic Handmade in the olive-backed Oriole colourway, which is this super, super lovely green. So I'm going to do that right now. So I pulled a threader, I pulled a winner from the chatter thread in the Wonders of the World Cal page on Ravelry, and it was, how do I say the words? With the words, post number 191, which was Mariana B, or Mariana B. And she is down in Johannesburg in South Africa. Yay! Sorry, I just love other countries, especially other continents. That's exciting. So I have just sent you a message on Ravelry because I definitely want you to get it. And yeah, if you do, hopefully you might know already, but if this comes to you as a surprise, yay, congratulations. Send me your address and I'll get that down to you ASAP. So that was exciting and wonderful, and I probably will leave it there for the moment. I don't have anything else to show you. I don't know what else I will have to show you in the coming week, but I am going to try and do it weekly. I have Saturdays off for the foreseeable, and James is working the weekends now, so I have Saturdays to myself, so I can definitely post nice things. Surprises, yay! So I'm going to try and keep to that, although it is still the summer, so there might be things still coming up, which does happen occasionally, and that's okay. You'll forgive me, right? I'm not doing this for any monetary gain, so really I have no, desire, no, not desire, I have no urgency to do it, but I just love doing the podcast. But the issue is that I also have a lot of other things on my plate, so yeah, but I love doing them. Whoa, why are you so loud? So loud. Rude. So I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed actual knitting content as opposed to traveling content. And yeah, I hope to see you next week.